Mayor, I want to say thank you for joining us on ClarksvilleNow.com, and we have some exciting news to announce and share with us the information about the new Publix grocery store.
Well, it is exciting, and it's exciting that Publix is coming, but it's even more exciting that we're able to take down the old hospital site. That has become a decaying part of our community. And for lack of a better word, it's a cancer to that particular area of Clarksville. If you do not stop the deteriorating tax base and the erosion of the quality of opportunities there, then you can only anticipate other properties around it continuing to deteriorate. And so I believe that we have a great opportunity to stop that. Just to give you an example, Lee, 2 years ago, the property tax base on that site was about $250,000. Last year it's $74,000. This year it's $57,000. So you're deteriorating on your tax revenue, and that's because of the decay. And we need to make sure that we stop that, and this is an opportunity to stop that.
All right, now, sir, do you have a time frame on the development of the Publix property?
There are still some things that we're working through from a legal standpoint to make sure that the mechanism is set up correctly. I have lawyers working on that from a city standpoint to make sure that the proper financial instrument is in place between them and us and hopefully the county to be able to make this happen. Once that happens, there's a political process that has to take place. The city council has to vote on it and approve it. The mayor Bowers, I'm sure, would have a process she'd have to go through on county commission. On some negotiations I've had back and forth with the developer from a written correspondence, I've made it clear that this would have to pass both city council and county commission.
And I understand also. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. So to answer your timeline, that could take as much as a couple months. Once that happens and ground breaking would occur, you're talking about, I'm going to guess, 2 to 4 months for demolition and a pad ready on the site. And it's my understanding that it's about 13 to 15 months for construction of a Publix. So you're looking at about 18 months out.
All right. I also understand there's opportunities for other retail businesses around the Publix. Is that correct? There
is. The Publix is the largest Publix plan that they have, and right beside them there's an initial 11,000 square feet of retail opportunities there. I don't know whether the developer already has some anchor tenants there. And then there's an additional 7,200 standalone building with just right around the corner from it. In addition to those, along Madison Street, there are 4 out parcels that will be fronting Madison Street. Those are very valuable properties, and so I understand 2 of those already have significant interest in, whether they be retail or whether they be restaurant or whatever. I'll let the developer discuss that. But I think that you're going to find significant interest in that area, which is going to be an economic generator for the Hilldale area. More importantly, it stops the decay.
All right. And finally now, recently you returned from a Las Vegas trip where you were recruiting new retail business for Clarksville, Montgomery County. So now tell us briefly about that trip.
That is a very hard trip to go on. There was about 10 people that went, and the reason that you need that amount of people is that you have 2 different shifts, from 8 till 2 and 2 till 8 daily, and it's an ongoing process. Clarksville has been well received during this shopping center convention. Most people out there knows about Clarksville and where we are, and that's what this was all about. Lots of interest in Clarksville. I'll be meeting this morning in reference to a large investment for Clarksville that came as a direct result of a meeting that we had out there. I'll be meeting this morning at 10 o'clock with them. Other retail restaurant type of interest is very interested in Clarksville, and we're just moving on. We document their visits. We then follow up. They follow up with us, and that's why we have those meetings in the shopping center conventions there, Atlanta, and also in Carolinas.
All right, Mayor, hey, thank you for joining us on ClarksvilleNow.com.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you for y'all always being willing to get the message out to the public. You do a great job, and thank you for this opportunity.